Yo, what is good, everybody, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel once again from us over here at Locust&WildHoney. So today's video should be relatively short, sweet, and smooth, and as you probably already read in the title description or the thumbnail of today's video, or as you already see written boldly on my t-shirt, today's video is on the topic of none other than fear of God. As many of you guys probably already know, Jerry Lorenzo and the team over at Fear of God just announced their newest offering to the public in 7th collection. With that being said, and as I already stated, today's video should be pretty short, sweet, and simple, as we're going to start out today's video with going over what Jerry himself has to say about 7th collection, and then at the very end I'm going to be going over some key outfits and pieces that stick out to me specifically, those of which I probably will end up purchasing. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the overview or Jerry's thoughts on 7th collection. 2 years into the making, the 7th collection, rooted in easy elegance, our history, and your reality, introduces suiting, knits, and accessories to our audience for the first time. Traditional tailoring is transformed, adapted, updated in the form of transitional and trans-seasonal outfits, crossing disciplines, re-envisioning formal wear through the lens of modern functionality and performance needs to continually challenge received notions of what contemporary fashion is today. Juxtaposing time-honored and contemporary fabrics with our signature, considered yet understated finishes to sit seamlessly alongside our staple denim, cottons, canvases, leathers, and suedes, enduring silhouettes for yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Wool and cashmere present an elegant evolution of our classic sweatshirts and hoodies, while our bags and belts, devoid of distractions and hardware, are pared down to the purest versions of themselves, meeting at the convergence of fashion and function. The 7th collection also marks the unveiling of an iteration of our FG logo in the military-inspired stencil font, and a tribute to America's favorite pastime, baseball, with a new lineup of stylized graphics celebrating the leagues. I don't know if I was supposed to read that word, so I'm gonna go ahead and blurb it out. Inspired by our own journey, navigating the path of nowness to eternality, the 7th collection marks our coming of age. I really like that. Anyways, with that being said, I have to say right off the bat, I have already gone over all the pictures, and at this point you guys probably saw the pictures as well, and overall I am really impressed with 7th collection. As we had already read, he's been working on it for 2 years now, so you have to assume that a lot of thought, a lot of effort, a lot of design, a lot of creativity went into this. And when you take into account the detail-oriented nature of how Jerry functions, you have to assume that this is going to be a stellar collection. But yeah, this has to be overall Jerry's most complete, Jerry's most dense collection ever made. I mean, we take a look at collections prior, and none of them seem to be quite as numerable as this specific collection. And bear in mind, despite there being a lot of pieces already individually, one has to assume that some of this stuff will be coming out in multiple color palettes. This is a big collection, which does make sense because this is Jerry's 7th collection. Now, I emphasize the number 7 not because it's a big number per se, but more so because its biblical significance throughout the narrative of scripture. The number 7 represents finality. The number 7 represents perfection. The number 7 represents the day that God stopped working and chose to rest. The number 7 also represents the Sabbath, God's mercy to his people to take that day and use it to rest. So the number 7 definitely plays a substantial role throughout the narrative of scripture, and as a byproduct of that, you have to assume that Jerry took that into consideration and breathed that inspiration all through Fear of God 7th collection. And he has. This is a complete, the number 7, the number for completion, this is a complete collection ranging from outerwear to basics to knitwear to trousers to denim to footwear to accessories and everything encompassing that and in between. Jerry's essentially got all bases covered. Anyways, I love where Jerry is going with his collection. I see a lot of maturity in his designs, his cuts, his silhouettes, with a touch of modern and contemporary, all wrapped up in luxury. I mean, this is what Fear of God is all about. I love it. I love what he's done, and I can see a lot of timeless pieces here, like being able to withstand the test of time. 7th collection is a banger. I'm so excited. And anyways, with all that considered, I do want to touch on a few pieces or outfits that stick out to me personally. So to start things out, we have this rustic, vintage-inspired American classic comprised of a Henley vintage wash denim and a pair of loafers. And I really love this look. This is such a great look. And the specific piece that really, or pieces that stick out to me, is that what looks to be a calfskin jacket. This thing is so beautiful. And if you look really closely at the details of the jacket, you have that really worn in look. It almost looks as if there's like some cracking on the exterior of the jacket. There's a lot of washing details on there as well, with a contrasting color, which looks to be suede. This piece just looks outstanding. Similarly to that work jacket they had last year, it kind of has remnants of that work jacket that they dropped last year in 6th collection, but this one is a little bit more slimmed down, less boxy, giving it a bit more of a mature or modern look, which I really am a fan of. The overall outfit is just outstanding. I love those loafers. If nothing else, I'm going to end up purchasing these loafers from this outfit. Moving on to the next outfit, we have a shirt that reads American All-Stars. He's got a hoodie underneath that, both of which are Henleys. We have a new pair of pants which look like canvas, and then we have a very beautiful, clean looking pair of tennis shoes. So from this outfit, I can definitely see myself purchasing those pants as well as those sneakers. The pants, of course, are definitely a statement or a staple piece, unlike any pants I own currently, especially with those wraps at just below the knee, as well as the self fabric belt. But among all the details and stuff like that, I feel like the thing that sticks out to me the most is how these pants fit on the model. They look to fit really nicely. That's not to say they'll fit me the same, but if they do, I would be really happy to own these pants. With the sneakers, essential. You can never go wrong with a clean white pair of sneakers, and they have cream laces. Like these say Locust&WildHoney all over them. Next up, bringing back the denim suit or the Canadian tuxedo. We have Jerry's amazing denim. I've always been a huge fan of Fear of God denim, not just because it fits really nicely, while that's a huge element, but also because I love the attention to detail in the wash. I think Fear of God does a fantastic job of giving you that worn in look without it looking too fabricated, if that makes sense. It looks really authentic, and that's one thing I've always appreciated from Fear of God. I love what Jerry did here with how he styled this model, because that cream base layer really emphasizes the nice wash of both the denim jacket as well as the denim. That denim looks just really nicely washed. This next outfit is one of my favorites, if not my favorite out of the entire lookbook. Man, this is so beautifully done. The tones and the color coordination, I just really feel like this is a fit. I love the coat and how Jerry decided to layer it with what looks like a quarter zip, and underneath that is actually what I think is a brown Henley hoodie. I really feel like all those together just look A1. I don't think it's too practical for everyday wear per se, but it's a very good look. But what ties the entire outfit together for me is the denim. I love the wash first and foremost. I think that's what sticks out to me first. But my favorite element is if you take a little bit closer look at the bottom, you have fraying there, leaving the hem unfinished. I think that's definitely going to be a huge wave if it isn't already. And of course, you have those loafers, and overall just a really great outfit. And yeah, I'm gonna get those jeans too. Okay, so for the sake of not keeping you too long, this is the last outfit. The one piece that sticks out to me in this thing, I think it goes without question, is the pants. You have a pair of baggy trousers with the signature Fear of God elongated drawstring. I think amongst the entire collection, this pair of trousers or canvas pants, these are gonna be the ones that I know I can get a ton of wear of. I can see this being ready for everyday wear. I love how they fit and sit on these sneakers. And I think the fabric selection among all things is probably probably my favorite element of these trousers, and that's why I'm gonna get them. Okay, so I know I said that was the last outfit, but I didn't say it was the last picture, because this is the last picture. I did want to talk about the Fear of God bag. This thing is fire. I love it. Definitely very minimalist. Now, I know Jerry said that he wanted to take away the distractions of metal or hardware. I won't lie, I probably would have preferred a touch of metal somewhere, but a clean bag to say the least. And now we're looking at this picture of it sitting on that table, but I don't think it does it justice. Look at this bad boy on. It kind of sits like the Dior saddlebag, which is really nice, but it's not quite as loud. It's a lot more minimalist, and something like this will be so easy to wear. I mean, technically I could sell off all my bags and only have this and wear this every day. And that is why I had to make this a part of the video. And yeah, love the collection. There is obviously a ton of good stuff here. I didn't want to keep you too long. This is just kind of what stuck out to me initially. And if you do want a little bit more detail, definitely hit the link in the description. Check out the website. They have everything there, and you can formulate your own thoughts, opinions, and comments, and then comment them down below, and we can have a bit of a dialogue, which I am always a fan of. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, as it does let me know to keep the content coming. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Fear of God, and while my style will delineate from time to time, I'll change certain things, different patterns, stuff like that, I will always have a special place in my heart for things that come from the house of Fear of God. So that is that. Anyways, that's gonna do it as I end every video here at Locust&WildHoney. I'm gonna say peace and be blessed.